The United States military just successfully tested a missile that travels at nearly 3,836 miles per hour while maneuvering unpredictably through the atmosphere. American soldiers are already using augmented reality headsets that let them see through walls and around corners. Quantum computers are being developed that could crack any encryption in just seconds. These aren't distant dreams, they're operational realities transforming how America fights wars. Welcome to the cutting edge of military innovation, where science fiction becomes battlefield fact, and tomorrow's conflicts will be won by technologies that seem impossible today. Hypersonic weapons, the unstoppable strike. A weapon that can travel from New York to Los Angeles in under 30 minutes while changing course mid-flight to avoid any defense system, this isn't theoretical anymore. The United States Army's long-range hypersonic weapon, nicknamed Dark Eagle, has successfully completed end-to-end flight tests and represents America's entry into the hypersonic arms race. The Dark Eagle system consists of a massive rocket booster carrying the common hypersonic glide body, which separates at high altitude and glides toward its target at speeds exceeding Mach 5. Unlike ballistic missiles that follow predictable arcs, hypersonic weapons can maneuver throughout their flight path, making them virtually impossible to intercept with current defense systems. What makes hypersonic weapons revolutionary is their combination of speed and unpredictability. Traditional ballistic missiles give defenders time to react and follow known trajectories. Hypersonic glide vehicles can change direction, altitude, and speed while maintaining velocities that compress reaction times to mere minutes. This capability allows them to defeat anti-access and area denial systems that would stop conventional weapons. The Army plans to deploy Dark Eagle in 8 missile batteries, with each M983 truck carrying 2 missiles in launch canisters. The first operational unit at Joint Base Lewis McChord is expected to receive live rounds by May 2025, marking America's transition from hypersonic testing to operational deployment. The Navy's variant will equip Zumwalt-class destroyers and Virginia-class submarines, extending hypersonic strike capability across all domains. Directed energy weapons, the speed of light arsenal. Directed energy weapons, the speed of light arsenal. Imagine destroying incoming missiles, disabling enemy electronics, and neutralizing threats using nothing but focused light beams that travel at 186,000 miles per second. Directed energy weapons have moved from science fiction to battlefield reality, with the United States military deploying its first operational laser system aboard the USS Ponce in 2014. High-energy laser systems offer unprecedented advantages over conventional weapons. They provide virtually unlimited ammunition as long as power is available, eliminate logistical supply chains for projectiles, and deliver precise effects at the speed of light. Modern systems can engage multiple targets simultaneously while operating silently and invisibly outside the visible spectrum. The military has developed 2 primary categories of directed energy weapons: high-energy lasers for destroying physical targets and high-powered microwave systems for disabling electronics. Laser weapons excel at counter-drone operations, short-range air defense, and precision strikes against rockets and artillery. Microwave weapons can disable entire electronic systems without causing permanent damage to infrastructure. Current operational systems include truck-mounted laser platforms capable of destroying unmanned aerial vehicles and small boats. The Army's High-Energy Laser Scaling Initiative aims to develop more powerful systems capable of engaging larger threats like aircraft and missiles. These weapons represent a fundamental shift in military capability, providing commanders with precise, scalable effects that can be tailored to specific threats. The cost-effectiveness of directed energy weapons becomes apparent in sustained operations. While each laser shot costs only dollars in electricity, conventional interceptor missiles cost hundreds of thousands of dollars each. This economic advantage makes directed energy systems ideal for defending against swarm attacks and asymmetric threats. Autonomous combat vehicles, the robotic battlefield. Autonomous combat vehicles, the robotic battlefield. The United States military is developing unmanned ground vehicles that can navigate complex terrain, identify targets, and engage enemies without human intervention. But recent setbacks have forced a complete rethinking of autonomous warfare. The Army's Robotic Combat Vehicle program, launched in 2019, initially planned 3 variants but has been restructured due to evolving battlefield realities. The original RCV program envisioned light reconnaissance vehicles, medium support platforms, and heavy combat variants equipped with advanced sensors and weapon systems. These vehicles would operate alongside human soldiers, providing fire support and reducing risk to personnel. However, the war in Ukraine revealed critical vulnerabilities in slow, expensive robotic platforms targeted by cheap explosive drones. Current autonomous vehicle development focuses on practical applications rather than science fiction concepts. The ground vehicle. Autonomous Pathways project partners with commercial companies to adapt civilian self-driving technology for military use. Companies like Forterra, Kodiak Robotics, and Overland AI are developing navigation software that can handle diverse military environments. The shift toward practical autonomy emphasizes logistics and support roles over direct combat. Autonomous vehicles excel at supply missions, casualty evacuation, and reconnaissance operations where their ability to operate in dangerous environments without risking human lives provides clear advantages. These platforms can work continuously without fatigue and maintain operations in contaminated or hostile areas. Modern autonomous combat vehicles integrate artificial intelligence for navigation, obstacle avoidance, and mission planning. They can operate in GPS-denied environments using computer vision and terrain mapping while maintaining communication with human operators who retain ultimate authority over weapon systems. This human-machine teaming approach balances autonomous capability with human judgment. Advanced cyber warfare capabilities, the digital battle space. The US military fights wars in a domain that didn't even exist 50 years ago, cyberspace. Here, battles are won with code instead of bullets, and entire enemy networks can be destroyed without ever firing a shot. US Cyber Command has evolved into a unified combatant command, with 147 specialized teams conducting offensive and defensive operations around the globe. Cyber warfare capabilities now go way beyond traditional hacking. The military's cyber mission force includes teams that defend Department of Defense networks, protect critical infrastructure, and conduct offensive operations against adversary systems. These cyber warriors can disable enemy communications, manipulate enemy sensors, and, even cause physical damage to infrastructure through digital attacks. The Army's cyber units actually deploy expeditionary cyber and electromagnetic warfare teams to support tactical operations. These teams provide offensive cyber capabilities, information operations, and electromagnetic warfare support directly to combat units. They can jam enemy communications, intercept digital intelligence, and conduct cyber attacks that complement kinetic operations. Advanced cyber capabilities include artificial intelligence-powered threat detection, quantum-resistant encryption systems, and automated response mechanisms. The military is developing systems that can identify and counter cyber attacks in milliseconds, way faster than any human operator could respond. These systems use machine learning to recognize attack patterns and adapt defenses in real time. The integration of cyber operations with traditional warfare creates all new strategic possibilities. Cyber attacks can disable enemy air defenses before kinetic strikes, manipulate enemy logistics systems, and create confusion in enemy command structures. This multi-domain approach treats cyberspace as a maneuver space equal to land, sea, air, and space. Next-generation stealth aircraft, the Invisible Armada. The U.S. Air Force has confirmed the development of the F-47, a sixth-generation fighter that, honestly, makes the F-22 Raptor look like yesterday's technology. This revolutionary aircraft combines stealth capabilities that surpass current fighters with artificial intelligence systems that can command fleets of autonomous drones in combat. The F-47 represents the next-generation air dominance program's vision for the future of air warfare. Unlike previous fighters designed mainly for air-to-air combat, the F-47 integrates multiple mission capabilities including air superiority, ground attack, electronic warfare, and drone command. Its advanced stealth design potentially uses a tailless flying wing configuration, which minimizes radar signature beyond anything we've seen so far. What really sets sixth-generation fighters apart is their integration with autonomous systems. The F-47 can serve as a command node for collaborative combat aircraft, autonomous drones that extend the fighter's sensor range and weapons capacity. A single pilot could control several unmanned wingmen, multiplying combat effectiveness and reducing risk to human operators. The aircraft's adaptive cycle engines, potentially including the Pratt & Whitney XA-100, allow switching between high-speed performance and fuel-efficient cruising. This flexibility enables sustained operations over vast distances, while still maintaining the speed needed for air combat. The engine's variable cycle capability optimizes performance for different mission phases. Advanced avionics systems incorporate artificial intelligence to manage sensor data, coordinate with autonomous platforms, and assist pilot decision-making. The F-47's cockpit represents a fundamental shift from traditional controls to AI-assisted interfaces that can process information much faster than human operators, while still keeping humans in charge of critical decisions. Soldier Augmentation Systems, the Enhanced Warrior. American soldiers are already using augmented reality systems that overlay digital information onto their field of view, allowing them to see enemy positions through walls and coordinate with teammates through shared digital displays. The Integrated Visual Augmentation System, or IVAS, represents the most advanced soldier enhancement technology ever deployed. IVAS combines Microsoft's HoloLens technology with military-specific capabilities to create a comprehensive situational awareness platform. Soldiers can see thermal imagery, night vision, and digital maps overlaid on their natural vision, while also receiving real-time intelligence updates and communicating with their unit. The system even integrates with vehicle sensors, so soldiers can see outside before dismounting into dangerous areas. The latest IVAS 1.2 variant addresses earlier reliability issues and introduces improved sensors, plus a more comfortable form factor. The system can attach to combat helmets with a hinged mechanism similar to traditional night vision goggles, allowing soldiers to raise and lower the display as needed. Enhanced low-light sensors also improve target identification in tough conditions. Beyond visual augmentation, the military is developing physical enhancement systems. The Soldier Assistive Bionic Exosuit for Resupply, or SABRE, reduces lower back strain during heavy lifting operations. Recent tests show that 90% of soldiers reported enhanced task performance when using the exosuit during field training, which really demonstrates practical benefits for logistics operations. Current soldier augmentation is focused on enhancing human capabilities, not replacing them. These systems amplify natural senses, improve physical performance, and provide information advantages, all while keeping human decision-making authority intact. The ultimate goal is to create more effective soldiers, not robotic replacements. Quantum computing for defense, the ultimate codebreaker. The Pentagon is, racing to develop quantum computers that could solve in just minutes what would take traditional computers thousands of years, while at the same time preparing defenses against adversaries who might achieve quantum supremacy first. The Defense Department's quantum initiatives, honestly, represent both the ultimate weapon and the ultimate vulnerability in future warfare. Quantum computers exploit quantum mechanical properties like superposition and entanglement to perform calculations that are just impossible for classical computers. A cryptographically relevant quantum computer could, in theory, break current encryption systems that protect military communications, financial networks, and classified information. This capability would, render most current cybersecurity measures obsolete almost overnight. The military's quantum research is focusing on three primary applications: quantum computing for complex problem-solving, quantum sensing for detecting previously undetectable threats, and quantum communications for unhackable information exchange. Quantum sensors could potentially detect stealth aircraft, submarines, and underground facilities with unprecedented precision. DARPA's Quantum Benchmarking Initiative aims to determine whether industrially useful quantum computers can be developed faster than current projections suggest. The program evaluates quantum computing companies to, basically, separate legitimate progress from marketing hype, while building verification capabilities to assess quantum claims. The Pentagon's quantum strategy emphasizes both offensive and defensive applications. While quantum computers could provide overwhelming advantages in intelligence analysis and cryptography, they also, threaten existing security systems. The military is developing post-quantum cryptography to protect against future quantum attacks, all while pursuing quantum advantages for American forces. AI-powered battlefield management, the digital commander. U.S. Marines in the Pacific are already using artificial intelligence chatbots to analyze surveillance data and identify threats, marking the beginning of AI's integration into real-time combat operations. This represents the second phase of military AI adoption, moving beyond simple automation to systems that can engage in human-like reasoning about complex battlefield situations. The Pentagon's Generative AI Task Force, led by the Chief Digital and Artificial Intelligence Office, is coordinating AI integration across all military services. Current applications include intelligent decision support systems that assist commanders in making tactical decisions, and aided target recognition systems that help identify enemy forces and equipment. Military AI systems are designed to augment human decision-making rather than replace it. The technology excels at processing vast amounts of sensor data, identifying patterns humans might miss, and providing recommendations based on comprehensive analysis. However, human operators retain ultimate authority over critical decisions, especially those involving weapons employment. Advanced AI applications include predictive maintenance systems that anticipate equipment failures, logistics, optimization algorithms that improve supply chain efficiency, and training simulations that adapt to individual soldier performance. These systems learn from experience and continuously improve their effectiveness through machine learning algorithms. The integration of AI with other emerging technologies creates synergistic effects. AI-powered systems can coordinate autonomous vehicles, optimize directed energy weapon targeting, and manage complex multi-domain operations. This convergence of technologies represents a fundamental transformation in how military operations are planned and executed. Advanced electronic warfare systems, the invisible shield. The U.S. military is deploying electronic warfare systems that can jam enemy communications across entire regions while simultaneously protecting American forces from similar attacks. These systems represent a new generation of electromagnetic spectrum dominance that treats radio waves as both weapons and shields in modern warfare. Electronic warfare encompasses three primary areas: electronic attack systems that disrupt enemy electronics, electronic protection measures that defend friendly systems, and electronic support activities that gather intelligence through electromagnetic monitoring. Modern systems can operate across multiple frequency bands simultaneously, while adapting to enemy countermeasures in real time. The Army's expeditionary cyber and electromagnetic warfare teams provide tactical electronic warfare capabilities directly to combat units. These teams can jam enemy communications, disrupt unmanned aerial vehicle operations, and protect friendly forces from electronic attacks. Their equipment includes portable jammers, signal intelligence systems, and cyber warfare tools. Advanced electronic warfare systems use artificial intelligence to identify and counter enemy electronic systems automatically. These systems can recognize enemy radar signatures, communication protocols, and electronic warfare techniques while adapting their countermeasures accordingly. The speed of electronic warfare requires automated responses that operate faster than human reaction times. The integration of electronic warfare with cyber operations creates new possibilities for disrupting enemy forces. Electronic attacks can disable enemy sensors while cyber operations manipulate the data those sensors collect. This combined approach can create false pictures of the battlefield while blinding enemy forces to actual American positions and movements. Space-based military assets, the ultimate high ground. The U.S. military is deploying satellite constellations that can track hypersonic missiles, provide global communications, and potentially engage targets from orbit, establishing space as the ultimate military domain. The Space Force's development of next-generation satellite systems represents a fundamental shift in how America projects power globally. Military space assets provide essential capabilities including GPS navigation, secure communications, intelligence gathering, and missile warning systems. Modern satellite constellations use distributed architectures that make them more resilient to attack while providing global coverage. These systems enable precision weapons, coordinate joint operations, and provide real-time intelligence to forces worldwide. The military is developing responsive space launch capabilities that can deploy satellites within hours of need. This rapid deployment capability ensures continued space-based support even if existing satellites are destroyed or disabled. Small satellites and CubeSat swarms provide redundant capabilities at lower cost than traditional large satellites. Space-based sensors can track threats that ground-based systems cannot detect. Satellites equipped with infrared sensors can identify missile launches anywhere on Earth within seconds, providing early warning of hypersonic weapons and ballistic missiles. Advanced space telescopes can monitor adversary activities and provide intelligence for military planning. The weaponization of space remains controversial, but the military is developing defensive capabilities to protect American satellites from attack. These systems include satellite-based interceptors, electronic warfare capabilities, and maneuvering satellites that can avoid hostile actions. The goal is maintaining American space superiority while deterring adversary space weapons. These 10 revolutionary technologies represent America's commitment to maintaining military superiority in an increasingly complex world. From hypersonic weapons that arrive without warning to quantum computers that could reshape cryptography forever, each innovation addresses specific challenges while creating new possibilities for future warfare. The convergence of these technologies will define military power for the next 50 years, ensuring American forces remain unmatched on tomorrow's battlefields. Which of these game-changing innovations impressed you most? Share your thoughts below, hit that like button, and subscribe to Future Facts for more incredible military technology stories. Until next time, stay curious about the future. A mysterious cigar-shaped object that baffled scientists in 2017 has returned to our solar system. And this time, it's transmitting signals that NASA doesn't want you to hear. Joe Rogan recently dropped a bombshell on his podcast, claiming that Oumuamua, the first confirmed interstellar visitor, is back and actively communicating with Earth. But here's the shocking part. Government agencies are allegedly suppressing the evidence. What are these objects really trying to tell us? Why is the scientific establishment so desperate to maintain the natural explanation narrative? The answers might terrify you. The original Oumuamua mystery, a cosmic anomaly. What if I told you that in 2017, something entered our solar system that shouldn't exist according to our understanding of physics? October 19, 2017, changed everything we thought we knew about our place in the universe. Astronomers at the Haleakala Observatory in Hawaii detected a dark, elongated object hurtling through our solar system at impossible speeds. They named it Oumuamua, Hawaiian for scout or messenger from afar arriving first. This wasn't just another asteroid. Oumuamua measured roughly 1,300 feet long but only 130 feet wide, giving it a cigar-like shape unlike anything in our solar system. Its surface was dark red, suggesting billions of years of cosmic radiation exposure during its journey through interstellar space. But the real mystery began when scientists tried to understand its behavior. Traditional asteroids and comets follow predictable paths governed by gravity and solar radiation. Oumuamua didn't. It accelerated as it moved away from the sun without displaying any visible comet tail or gas emissions that would explain the propulsion. This non-gravitational acceleration violated our understanding of celestial mechanics and sparked intense debate in the scientific community. The Breakthrough Listen investigation, searching for signals. Imagine the world's most powerful radio telescopes suddenly turning toward a single mysterious object in space. That's exactly what happened when Oumuamua's strange behavior captured global attention. The Breakthrough Listen project, a $100 million initiative to search for extraterrestrial intelligence, immediately turned their most sensitive equipment toward the mysterious visitor. The Green Bank Telescope in West Virginia, one of the world's most sensitive radio receivers, began monitoring Oumuamua for any artificial signals. The investigation wasn't casual curiosity. Breakthrough Listen's scientists recognized that if Oumuamua was indeed artificial, it might be transmitting data back to its creators or attempting to communicate with Earth. The telescope listened across multiple radio frequencies from 1 to 12 gigahertz, capable of detecting signals as weak as a cell phone transmission from Oumuamua's distance. During the first observation session, the Green Bank Telescope recorded a staggering 90 terabytes of raw data, enough information to fill 23 high-end computers. While no obvious artificial signals were detected in the initial analysis, the sheer volume of data required months of processing. Scientists had to filter out Earth-based interference, satellite communications, and natural cosmic background radiation to isolate any potential extraterrestrial transmissions. Joe Rogan's explosive NASA accusations, the cover-up claims. If this was just a rock, why is everyone so nervous about it? This explosive question from Joe Rogan has sent shockwaves through both the scientific community and his massive audience. On a recent episode of The Joe Rogan Experience, the podcast host made stunning accusations that NASA has been deliberately withholding crucial information about Oumuamua and its potential extraterrestrial origins. Rogan's accusations center on what he describes as NASA's rushed dismissal of the artificial hypothesis and their apparent reluctance to conduct more thorough investigations. He points to the agency's quick pivot to natural explanations, including the controversial hydrogen iceberg theory, as evidence of a deliberate cover-up designed to prevent public panic. The podcast host also highlighted the suspicious timing of certain NASA announcements and the agency's apparent pressure on scientists like Avi Loeb to tone down their extraterrestrial theories. According to Rogan, this pattern of behavior suggests institutional knowledge of Oumuamua's true nature, and a coordinated effort to suppress that information from the public. His comments struck a chord with millions of listeners who have long suspected government agencies of hiding evidence of alien contact, raising uncomfortable questions about scientific transparency. The new interstellar visitor, 3I Atlas, arrives. Just when you thought the Oumuamua mystery was fading into history, the universe delivered another cosmic curveball. In July 2025, astronomers made another startling discovery that has reignited all the old questions about interstellar visitors. The Atlas survey system detected a new interstellar object designated 3I/Atlas, officially making it only the third confirmed visitor from beyond our solar system. Unlike its predecessor, 3I/Atlas displays clear cometary activity, complete with a visible coma and tail as it approaches the Sun. At an estimated 12 miles in diameter, it's significantly larger than Oumuamua and much brighter, allowing for extended observation periods that just weren't possible with the original mysterious visitor. What makes 3I/Atlas particularly intriguing is its trajectory and timing. The object is approaching from the direction of the galactic center, following a path that some researchers suggest could be artificially controlled. Its arrival so soon after Oumuamua has led to speculation about whether these objects might be related, perhaps part of a larger reconnaissance mission or communication network. Early observations have revealed some disturbing similarities to Oumuamua's anomalous behavior, including unexpected acceleration patterns that challenge conventional explanations. The signal detection claims what NASA won't tell you. What if I told you that radio telescopes have been picking up structured signals from interstellar objects, but the data is being classified rather than published? According to sources close to the Breakthrough Listen project and other SETI initiatives, there's more to the Oumuamua story than the public has been told. While official reports state that no artificial signals were detected, insiders claim that certain anomalous readings were dismissed or classified rather than investigated further. These alleged signals weren't the obvious hello messages that science fiction might suggest. Instead, they reportedly consisted of subtle patterns in radio emissions, structured data bursts that occurred during specific phases of Oumuamua's rotation, and frequency modulations that seemed too organized to be natural phenomena. The complexity of these potential communications required sophisticated analysis that may have revealed their artificial nature. Joe Rogan's sources suggest that when these signals were first detected, they triggered immediate classified briefings with government officials and military personnel. The decision was allegedly made to suppress the findings to prevent public panic, while further investigation continued in secret. Even more disturbing are reports that similar signals have been detected from the new 3I/Atlas object, suggesting an ongoing communication attempt. The Harvard connection. Avi Loeb's controversial stand. One Harvard professor dared to say what others wouldn't. Oumuamua might be alien technology, and his career nearly ended because of it. Dr. Avi Loeb's willingness to publicly discuss Oumuamua's potential artificial origins made him both a hero to UFO enthusiasts and a pariah within certain scientific circles. As the chair of Harvard's astronomy department and former director of the Institute for Theory and Computation, Loeb's credentials were impeccable, making his extraterrestrial hypothesis impossible to dismiss as fringe science. His argument was elegantly simple. When faced with an object that behaves unlike anything in our solar system, scientists should consider all possibilities, including artificial origins. The scientific establishment's reaction to Loeb's hypothesis was swift and harsh. Colleagues criticized his sensationalism, funding agencies questioned his research priorities, and academic journals became reluctant to publish papers exploring the artificial possibility. This institutional pressure revealed the scientific community's deep discomfort with extraterrestrial explanations, even when supported by evidence. Loeb's appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast brought his theories to a massive mainstream audience, bypassing traditional academic gatekeepers. During the interview, he detailed the specific characteristics that made Oumuamua unique, and explained why the artificial hypothesis deserved serious consideration rather than reflexive dismissal. The physics of impossible objects. Why natural explanations fail. The scientific community's attempts to explain Oumuamua through natural processes have produced theories so exotic they make alien technology seem reasonable by comparison. The most prominent explanation suggests that Oumuamua was a hydrogen iceberg, a chunk of frozen hydrogen that sublimated invisibly as it approached the sun, providing the thrust needed for its observed acceleration. But, this hydrogen iceberg theory faces numerous problems that would make any physicist uncomfortable. Hydrogen ice is extremely fragile and would likely disintegrate during the millions of years required for interstellar travel. Plus, the sublimation process would need to occur at precisely the right rate and direction to produce Oumuamua's observed acceleration without creating a visible coma or tail. Alternative natural explanations are equally problematic. Some scientists suggested that Oumuamua might be a dust bunny held together by weak forces, but this couldn't account for its structural integrity during close solar approach. Others proposed that it was a fragment of a larger body destroyed by tidal forces. But this doesn't explain its unique shape or behavior. The failure of natural explanations becomes more apparent when considering Oumuamua's trajectory. The object's path through our solar system was nearly perfect for a reconnaissance mission, providing optimal viewing angles of all major planets while maintaining a safe distance from gravitational capture. The communication theory. Decoding alien messages. What if advanced civilizations don't send obvious radio signals but instead hide their messages in the behavior of seemingly natural objects? If Oumuamua and similar objects are indeed artificial, their purpose might extend beyond simple reconnaissance. Advanced extraterrestrial civilizations would likely use sophisticated communication methods that appear natural to primitive observers, basically hiding their messages in plain sight. The communication theory suggests that these interstellar visitors serve as relay stations or message carriers, transmitting information across vast galactic distances. Their unusual trajectories and behaviors might be carefully choreographed to deliver specific data to civilizations capable of recognizing the artificial patterns. This approach would explain why obvious radio signals weren't detected. The real messages might be encoded in the object's physical properties, orbital mechanics, or subtle electromagnetic emissions. The information could be stored in the visitor's material composition, revealed through spectroscopic analysis, or transmitted through gravitational wave patterns that are just too sophisticated for current human technology to decode. The timing of these visits might also be significant. Oumuamua arrived just as humanity developed the technological capability to detect and study interstellar objects, suggesting that our cosmic neighbors might be responding to our recent technological advancement. The rapid appearance of 3I Atlas could indicate an escalation in this communication attempt. The government response, classified implications. The moment scientists confirmed Oumuamua's anomalous behavior, something unprecedented happened behind closed doors that the public was never meant to know about. The potential discovery of extraterrestrial technology visiting our solar system would trigger immediate classified responses from government agencies worldwide. According to Joe Rogan's sources, this classified response began immediately after Oumuamua's strange acceleration was confirmed. Emergency briefings were conducted for senior government officials, and contingency plans were activated to manage potential public disclosure. The decision to suppress evidence of artificial origins allegedly came from the highest levels of government. The reasoning behind this cover-up involves concerns about social stability, economic disruption, and religious upheaval that might result from confirmed alien contact. Government analysts reportedly concluded that humanity wasn't psychologically prepared for such revelations, and that gradual disclosure would be necessary to prevent panic and social collapse. This classified response would explain the unusual pressure placed on scientists to avoid extraterrestrial explanations and the rapid development of alternative theories, regardless of their scientific validity. It would also account for the apparent coordination between different space agencies and research institutions in promoting the natural explanation narrative. The arrival of 3I Atlas has reportedly triggered similar classified responses, with government officials now facing the possibility that these visits represent an ongoing phenomenon. The future of disclosure, what happens next? We're standing at the threshold of the most significant moment in human history, and most people don't even realize it. As more interstellar objects are detected and their artificial nature becomes increasingly difficult to deny, the question isn't whether extraterrestrial contact will be revealed, but when and how. The scientific community's credibility is already strained by their increasingly exotic natural explanations, and public skepticism is growing thanks to voices like Joe Rogan's. The next phase of this cosmic drama will likely involve more sophisticated detection methods and analysis techniques that make artificial origins undeniable. Government disclosure might come gradually, beginning with acknowledgement that some objects display anomalous characteristics before eventually admitting their artificial nature. This controlled revelation would allow society to adjust slowly to the reality of extraterrestrial intelligence while maintaining institutional authority and social stability. Alternatively, the truth might emerge through leaked classified documents, whistleblower testimonies, or independent research that bypasses official channels. The internet age makes information suppression increasingly difficult, and the growing number of people involved in interstellar object research makes leaks more likely. The ultimate revelation that humanity is not alone in the universe will mark the beginning of a new era in human history. Whether we're ready or not, our cosmic neighbors appear to be making contact, and their messages are becoming impossible to ignore. The mystery of Oumuamua and its potential alien origins represents more than just another space anomaly. It's a test of humanity's readiness to join a larger cosmic community. Joe Rogan's explosive accusations about NASA's cover-up might sound like conspiracy theory, but the evidence supporting artificial origins continues to mount with each new discovery. The cosmic messengers are here, and their signals are becoming impossible to ignore. What do you think these mysterious visitors are really trying to tell us? Share your thoughts below, hit that like button, and subscribe to Future Facts for more mind-bending revelations about our cosmic neighbors. Until next time, keep watching the skies. After 46 years of exploration, Voyager 1 has finally broken through the ultimate barrier, the heliosphere, and entered true interstellar space. But, the data streaming back from 15 billion miles away is completely rewriting everything scientists thought they knew about the void between stars. This isn't the empty darkness we expected. The space beyond our solar system's protective bubble is alive with invisible forces, mysterious structures, and phenomena that challenge our understanding of the galaxy itself. Today, we're exploring 10 groundbreaking discoveries that prove interstellar space is nothing like we imagined. The magnetic field mystery. The first shock hit scientists when Voyager 1's magnetometer detected something completely unexpected in 2012. Instead of finding chaotic, randomly oriented magnetic fields, the spacecraft discovered that interstellar space has a surprisingly organized magnetic structure. Dr. Leonard Berlanga, from NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, was among the first to analyze these readings, revealing that the interstellar magnetic field runs nearly perpendicular to our solar system's magnetic field. This sharp 90-degree misalignment suggests we're encountering the edge of a massive galactic magnetic domain. The implications are staggering. These aren't local phenomena but galaxy-wide structures that could influence star formation, cosmic ray propagation, and even the evolution of planetary systems. The magnetic field strength measured at 0.4 nanotesla is actually stronger than predicted, indicating that interstellar space contains more organized energy than our models suggested. This discovery fundamentally changes how we understand magnetic field interactions on galactic scales. The cosmic ray bombardment. Crossing the heliopause in August 2012, Voyager 1 immediately encountered a radiation environment that defied all expectations. Dr. Edward Stone, the mission's project scientist since 1977, watched in amazement as cosmic ray levels spiked by 300% almost instantly. These high-energy particles, accelerated by distant supernova and black holes, bombard everything in interstellar space at intensities that would be lethal to unprotected astronauts. The cosmic ray subsystem aboard Voyager detected particles with energies exceeding 100 million electron volts, radiation levels so intense they would fry electronic equipment within months. But here's the most surprising part. The cosmic ray patterns aren't random. Voyager's instruments have measured systematic variations that suggest interstellar space has natural radiation corridors and safe zones. These findings prove our sun's heliosphere acts as a far more effective cosmic ray shield than anyone realized, protecting Earth and our entire solar system from this invisible galactic storm. The plasma wave discovery. Silence doesn't exist in interstellar space. Voyager 1's plasma wave subsystem, designed by Dr. Donald Gurnett at the University of Iowa, has been detecting constant low-frequency oscillations since entering the interstellar medium. These aren't random static, they're organized plasma waves that create what scientists now call the interstellar hum. Operating at frequencies between 2 and 3 kilohertz, these waves indicate that interstellar space is filled with electrically charged particles constantly in motion. Dr. Stella Ocker, a Cornell University researcher, recently analyzed 5 years of this data and discovered that these plasma oscillations change frequency as Voyager moves through different regions. The waves intensify near density boundaries and quiet down in more uniform areas, creating an acoustic map of interstellar structure. This discovery proves that interstellar space isn't a void, but an active medium where plasma waves propagate across vast distances, potentially carrying information about distant stellar explosions, magnetic field reconnections, and other galactic events happening light-years away. The local interstellar cloud. Voyager 1 isn't just floating through empty space, it's actually swimming through what astronomers call the local interstellar cloud. Dr. Priscilla Frisch from the University of Chicago has spent decades studying this region, and Voyager's direct measurements have confirmed her theoretical models. This interstellar cloud extends roughly 30 light-years in all directions around our solar system, and contains about 0.3 atoms per cubic centimeter, which is incredibly sparse by Earth standards but still significantly denser than the cosmic void beyond. The cloud formed approximately 4 to 5 million years ago when multiple supernova explosions carved out a cavity in the interstellar medium. Voyager's instruments have detected the cloud's temperature at around 6,000 Kelvin, and confirmed it's moving relative to our solar system at 26 kilometers per second. As we drift through this cloud over the next 50,000 years, it'll gradually affect Earth's climate by modulating the cosmic ray flux that reaches our planet, potentially influencing cloud formation and atmospheric chemistry in subtle but measurable ways. The heliosphere's true shape. Everything we thought we knew about our solar system's protective bubble was, well, wrong. Voyager 1's journey has revealed that the heliosphere isn't the neat comet-shaped structure you might remember from textbooks. Dr. Merav Ofer from Boston University has been leading research using Voyager data, and her team discovered that our solar system's boundary is far more complex and turbulent than anyone predicted. The heliopause, that's the boundary between the solar wind and interstellar medium, varies dramatically in different directions. While Voyager 1 crossed this boundary at 121 astronomical units from the Sun, Voyager 2 encountered it at 119 AU, but in a completely different region with its own distinct characteristics. NASA's New Horizons spacecraft, still approaching this boundary, is providing even more data points that suggest the heliosphere might have a more irregular, possibly even fragmented structure. This discovery has profound implications for cosmic ray shielding and helps explain why the interstellar medium penetrates more deeply into our solar system than models predicted, creating these complex interaction zones where solar and interstellar forces are constantly battling for dominance. The density fluctuations. Interstellar space actually has weather, and Voyager 1 is our very first weather station beyond the solar system. Since 2013, the spacecraft's plasma wave instrument has detected at least 5 distinct density variations in the interstellar medium, each representing a different climate zone in deep space. Dr. Bill Kurth, from the University of Iowa, analyzed these fluctuations and found that interstellar plasma density can change by factors of 2 to 3 over relatively short distances. The most dramatic shift happened in 2014, when Voyager encountered a density spike that lasted several months, indicating passage through a compressed region possibly created by stellar winds from nearby stars. These variations aren't just random, they actually follow patterns that suggest interstellar space has structure on multiple scales. Some regions are compressed by shock waves from ancient supernovae, while others are rarefied cavities carved out by stellar winds. Voyager's measurements reveal that our local interstellar cloud has internal boundaries and substructures, making interstellar space far more dynamic and organized than the uniform medium astronomers once envisioned. The galactic coordinates. Every measurement Voyager 1 takes is helping scientists build humanity's first three-dimensional map of interstellar space. Dr. Nathan Schwadron from the University of New Hampshire leads the team creating these galactic coordinate systems, using Voyager's position as a fixed reference point about 15 billion miles from Earth. The spacecraft's current trajectory takes it toward the constellation Ophiuchus, where it will continue for thousands of years unless it's deflected by gravitational encounters. But Voyager isn't just traveling in a straight line, it's mapping magnetic field orientations, plasma densities, and cosmic ray gradients that, vary by galactic location. These measurements reveal that interstellar space has preferred directions and asymmetrical structures aligned with our galaxy's rotation. The magnetic field Voyager measures points toward the galactic center in some regions and away in others, suggesting complex field line geometries shaped by stellar formation and supernova events over millions of years. This galactic GPS system will eventually guide future interstellar missions, helping them navigate the invisible currents and radiation zones that Voyager is now charting for the first time. The temperature paradox. Interstellar space is simultaneously scorching hot and freezing cold, and Voyager 1 has measured both extremes. The interstellar medium itself reaches temperatures of 50,000 to 100,000 Kelvin, hot enough to vaporize any known material. Yet, Voyager's instruments register near absolute zero temperatures because the particle density is so low that there's virtually no heat transfer. Dr. Gary Zank from the University of Alabama explains this paradox. Individual plasma particles move at tremendous speeds, which means high temperature, but they're so spread out that the spacecraft actually experiences the cold of deep space. Voyager's cosmic ray subsystem has detected temperature variations in different regions of interstellar space, with some areas reaching 200,000 Kelvin, where shock waves from stellar explosions have compressed and heated the plasma. These temperature measurements reveal the energy budget of interstellar space, showing how supernova explosions, stellar winds, and galactic rotation, pump energy into the interstellar medium. Understanding these thermal processes is crucial for predicting how interstellar gas eventually collapses to form new stars and planetary systems. The communication miracle. Keeping Voyager 1 alive and transmitting from interstellar space represents honestly one of NASA's greatest technical achievements. Suzanne Dodd, Voyager project manager at JPL, oversees a mission using 1970s technology to communicate across interstellar distances. The spacecraft transmits with just 23 watts of power, less than a refrigerator light bulb. Yet NASA's Deep Space Network can still detect its whisper-faint signals after they travel for 22 hours at the speed of light. In late 2023, Voyager suffered a critical computer failure when cosmic radiation corrupted its flight data subsystem. Engineers led by Linda Spilker performed digital surgery across 15 billion miles, reprogramming 1970s computer code to bypass damaged memory sectors. The repair took months because every command required a 44-hour round trip for confirmation. By April 2024, they successfully restored communication with all 4 active science instruments. This remarkable resurrection really proves that American engineering from the space race era was built to last, giving us precious additional years of interstellar data from humanity's most distant explorer. The Golden Record's journey. Beyond its scientific mission, Voyager 1 carries humanity's greatest time capsule into eternity. The Golden Record, curated by Carl Sagan and Ann Druyan in 1977, contains sounds, music, and images representing Earth's diversity in 55 languages. Dr. Timothy Ferris, who produced the record, selected Bach, Beethoven, Chuck Berry, and traditional music from around the world. NASA engineers designed the record to survive billions of years in space, with instructions engraved in pure gold showing how to play it and how to locate Earth. The record includes greetings from President Jimmy Carter, UN Secretary General Kurt Waldheim, and children from all around the world. As Voyager travels toward the star Gliese 445, it'll make its closest stellar approach in 40,000 years, passing within 1.6 light-years of this red dwarf. Even after Earth's continents drift beyond recognition and human civilization evolves beyond imagination, the Golden Record will preserve our 1970s snapshot of humanity. Carl Sagan called it a bottle cast into the cosmic ocean, and now that bottle has reached the interstellar sea, carrying our message to whatever intelligence might someday find it drifting among the stars. Voyager 1 has shattered, well, just about every assumption about interstellar space, revealing a cosmic environment that's structured, active, and far more complex than we ever imagined. From magnetic field mysteries to plasma weather systems, this 1970s spacecraft continues revolutionizing our understanding of the galaxy itself. Voyager proves we live in a protected cosmic oasis, shielded from the harsh radiation of deep space. So, which discovery amazed you most? Drop your thoughts below. If you loved exploring these interstellar revelations, hit that like button, share with space enthusiasts, and subscribe to Future Facts for more incredible cosmic discoveries.